Hello, guys and girls. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Johnson FX. Today, I will be taking you through my watch list for this week. I have some pairs that I will be taking that I'll be looking on this week. There are about four, but I still included someone that uh, I will be, reshuffling for this week. So let's dive into it. Firstly, we'll start off from DXY. This is DXY from the daily point of view. But let's look at the monthly point of view. We can see uh the DXY from the monthly point of view. It has been running like it has been on an uptrend from the monthly point of view. So without minding word, I'll just move to the daily and let us just look at what is happening in the current market situation. So this is what I have here. After this, long impulse is just like a pullback, and I still feel it's still going to continue this trend. You can see something like this. But let's see how it goes. That will be for the long term. So the DXY, let's move to uh, the lower time frame. Yeah, this is the 4 hour, and there is something I'm actually looking forward to. There's something I'm actually looking forward to. As you can see, this price action here and the way it's behaving. So yeah, after we saw this impulse here, we can see this pattern, this kind of descending type pattern, and it is actually very very obvious in the 4 hour. And we are actually looking forward to maybe it would tag this higher, break it a little bit, then come back down. But let's see how it goes. It would have been better if it's rally down to this area and tag it, tag this, come back to tag this eye to give it a touch. So, but let's see how it goes. This week I'll be looking forward to buys from the DXY. So that's just it. Let's see the next pair, NZUSD. NZUSD. I'm not going to be wasting too much time on pairs, so I'll just be taking you through on how I approach the market using the Falcon strategy. Okay, so you can see NZUSD from the daily point of view, and it is actually looking very very promising, very very promising. You can see this squeeze here, this squeeze here. This is actually giving us a clue that there is a a potential uh, a potential momentum that will be happening in the next coming week. So this squeeze has been happening, it has been ranging, and it's very very visible on the daily and also the 4 hour. You can see how it is. Does not really have a certain direction. So as you can see, if you are looking at it at a pattern perspective, you can see this is just like an impulse and a larger correction for the drop. So that's just it. It's just like a bigger 4 hour flag or a bigger flag. Let me just put it like that. So that's just it. And okay, try to get it touch right. Yeah. So don't want to spend too much because of my time. The allocated time for this video is just like 20 minutes. And yeah, please just keep on watching as I analyze this pair. Okay, so that is just it. Uh, I'll also be going to the lower time frame to look for uh, entry to see if there will be like any entry criteria here. Okay, see, you can see this we are going to be looking for nothing more than a sell position here. We're looking for something like for it to have this third touch here, something like this. You know, something like this. So my stop my stop loss would be opening for something like this. You know, it's not really bad for something like 8 pips. I'll be targeting this area here, and that would actually be a very very good trade. So that's all for NZUSD. Let's go to gold. Gold is actually having like a similar position with NZUSD. I'm also looking for a sell signal on gold. First of all, let's look at gold on the bigger time frame, on the higher time frame. You can see gold has been rallying to the upside, and uh, yeah, it tagged this point here, it tagged this area here, this level here, and it actually broke it. It actually broke it and came back down to, it took out the early buyers. Yeah, those from something like a mass psychology there. So let's go for gold. This is what I have for gold. After the pattern, after the flag pattern here, this is just something like an extension of it, an extension. So I don't just want to uh you know cover the whole this thing with the pattern. So I don't want to separate it, so I'll have more clarity on what is actually going on. So I separated the pattern. It's part of what the strategy applies, pattern separation. So yeah, you can see it. It's very, very, very clear. Very, very clear. Very, very clear. So I'll actually be looking for is my entry. My entry here. So let's go to the 15 minutes. Let's go to the 15 minutes. What would be my ideal entry here? When maybe I see something like this, then I will take it for a or take the short position, something like this. You know, isn't that good? You can see it actually broke, it actually cleared this low here with this impulsive move, and it's actually giving us something like a correction, a flag, a very very clean flag for us to continue the um the sell. So that's all for gold. And Euro card, yeah, Euro card. What do we have here on Euro card? Euro card. Okay, okay. I thought I actually analyzed this paper. I didn't. So I'll be analyzing it very, very fast. And I have to be very, very time conscious. I have to be very, very time conscious. Okay, so Euro card. What can we actually see here? I don't think I'll be taking this pair because I'm not really convinced with the formation of the price action here. There are two things that might happen here. This might actually be like, you know, a channel, a descending type channel for it to, continue its trend. For it to continue its trend, might be like a descending channel for it to continue a trend. Just like we have something here, you can see it. Just like we have things here. So that's all for Euro card. That's all for Euro card. I don't really want to talk more about this pair because I'm not going to base on it. So, but if you're looking forward to it, you can just analyze it and just get your own view from it. My own view is just like my own view here is like continuation on the trend of the initial trend. But this was an impulse, and this is like a pullback for it to continue its trend to the upside. So there's not much to talk about this trade. If I see something convincing during the weekdays, then I'll update. So CHF JPY, CHF JPY. Let's look at CHF JPY. Okay. Oh, CHF JPY. I still feel that this pair is still going to continue its initial uptrend. You can say something like this. But how it has been trending since the past, you know, past moment that usually like a pullback. I still feel it's going to continue this trend. But this is just like in the long term. Let's see what is happening in the lower time frame. So I won't just judge just like that. So this is the 4 hour. What is really happening in the 4 hour? We have to really take cognizance of some inflection points here. Inflection points. And most times what I actually notice on JPY pairs is that sometimes they tend to break important areas like this. They tend to break it and just continue rallying up to the upside. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let me look at it. Okay. What can we deduce from here now? Because we can't say this is actually trending. This would actually trend to the downside because it is not supported with any outer structure. So we'll be looking and we'll be seeing how this trade evolve. We see now it evolve. So we see now it evolve. We see now how it evolve. So that's all for CHFGPY. Um, I feel according to the price action presented here, I feel it's still going to continue the trend. Or if it breaks this, clears this low here and gives us a correction, but I don't think I'll be entering it. I don't think I'll be risking because this might be just might be corrective. It might be corrective. So let's see how it goes. Let me move on to the next one. The next one here is card JPY. Yeah, card JPY. Card JPY. So what do we have here? Card JPY. Card JPY. We're actually looking for it to still continue a trend till it gets to this area. Looking at the continuation of its trend till it gets to that area. So yeah, you can see this is just like a continuation pattern. It's a continuation pattern for it to continue buying. So when it gets to this area, and when we get to this area, we'll see how the price action, the approach to this area. To see maybe if it approach it correctively, then we'll take it according to our plan. So the stop loss here is actually very large. Actually very large. Let me go to the 5 minutes. There is something I do sometimes. If I see that the stop loss is always when I see that the stop loss is large, I tend to wait for it to break something like this. Now I'll wait for it to break this trend line and give me a little correction for me to enter. So that's what I'll be waiting for. Wait for it to break and a little correction for me to enter for the buy to the upside. So my stop loss would be kind of lower, something like 22.18 give stop loss. So that's just it. So thank you guys. Please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and subscribe, and tell me what you think. Please comment, guys. Tell me what you think about this video. Thank you.